actually jump on just Desmos and work on, or actually I take that back. We can't do Desmos because we have to look at the graphs. So how'd you do with number one? Are your questions matching up to what the answers are on the back, roughly? I realize, if you got 400 and they come up with 450, because I have this gray scaled out model, it might not look perfect. Any questions you have for me on that? And was it 1 through 7? And I can try and draw these somewhat poorly. So the top ones, this is demand, P and Q. This one's supply, which is this. And that's P and Q. And then they have the other graph that kind of puts them both together. P and Q. Okay, so on the how many Q units if you did 100? So you'd go from 100 over, and then whatever that showed up down here, that would have been that. And how many Q units are supplied when the price? How many Q are supplied when the price is 100? So that's probably something like this. So whatever this is down here, that's all you're looking for. You're just trying to measure it up on the x-axis best you can. So I think they came up with 650 roughly and 300 for those. And then when will there be a market surplus, more supplied, or shortage, more demanded when P equals 100? If these two values, you can compare those. So in this case, they say it's going to be a shortage because the numbers are probably off a little bit. But it's kind of hard to look at the supply and the demand individually. Is when you put them together is when you start realizing that the crossing of the two lines makes sense. All right, so let's see. Number 1 and 2 are pretty basic. And then if I get to number 3, what we have to look at is they say that the P value is the Y, the Q value is the X value. Agree? So if we jump onto Desmos, get rid of statistics. So I said P was Y, so I go 2Y plus 5Q plus 5X is equal to 200. And then if I graph the other one where you have Y minus 2X equals 10. And we can't really see our graphs yet, so once we find one, the other. Okay, so that's basically what number 3's graph would look like. Are you okay when they give you P and Q? You just take a look. The P is showing on the vertical axis, which is the Y-axis. That's why I made it Y. And Q is on the X-axis. That's why I made it X. So compare the quantity when the price is 60. So the price being 60 is Y equals. So Y equals 60, and you get this. Oops, get both of it up. All right, so the red one was the demand graph. So if you created 16 items, you have a demand of 60. And then on the other one, if I were to create 25 items, it looks like you have 60 items as well. I mean, those both should be 60 because you have Y equals 60 that you graphed. And then the third important point is this point here. So that's basically your break-even point. Okay? So anything that's up in the upper V is probably going to show you some sort of profit, I would imagine. Okay. If you walk through there, will there be a supply surplus or shortfall. Oh wait, I already did 3. No, I'm on 3. Number 3. So 16 demand, 25. So they're saying it'd be a surplus because it's up above our fulcrum. So we have too many items, which is great, or if you're paying for it. Suppose an outlet chain selling appliances has found that one brand of stereo system has a monthly demand for $240 where the price is $900. However, when the price is $850, the monthly demand is $315. Assuming the demand function for this system is linear, write its equation for P and Q. So all we do for the other one is they gave us 2 values. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Great to see you. So on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and make a table, and I'm going to go 240 and 900. And on the other one, I'm going to do 850 and 315. And then I'm going to go Y1, use my tilde, MX1 plus B. So that's basically going to be our equation for that. If you look at number 4, they're coming up with I put my values in right. 240, 900, 850, 315. I think their answer's wrong. Yay. I'll put you in. Let's see, did you stay long enough for supervised study? You did.
Hi.
See ya. All right, and then I'm not sure why my answer is off a little bit from the books. I don't know what they had done differently than us. But, all right, number 5, use the graph to the right to answer. Label the function as demand or supply. Label the equilibrium point. Okay, so the demand would have been the line that does this. I think this is what they're asking us to do, and they didn't ask it clearly enough. So this would have been the demand one. This would have been the supply. And then label the equilibrium point, which is this. So if you kind of do your best guess estimate, it looks like 30, 25 maybe. That's our equilibrium point. And I'm off a little bit. You might be off a little bit. That's okay. And then use the equilibrium point to determine the price and the quantity in which market equilibrium occurs. And that's what takes place. And then if the price is 30, so if the price is 30, what is the demand? So what would this be? This is all the way up at 30. So it looks like if I came over, that would be at about 20. And then if the price is 30, what quantity is supplied? So then you bring this over like this. Come on, catch up with me. There we go. And so if I do that 30, that looks like maybe it'd be at 40. So I go through that. And these are really bad graphs. I will assure you I will have better ones to look at. All right. And then do the same thing with the 20 and the 20. And that should be taken care of you. Was number 5. Let's see. It said... I don't have an answer. Oh, it's a surplus because it's above it. The other one, if it was at 20, if we were down here at the 20 and we came over here down and here down, that is a shortfall because it's below our equilibrium point. So that's basically how you run through those. All right, so starting, come tomorrow, I will check for completion or attempts for all of worksheet 2.2 to be completed. So I just have to do that backside, which is 8 through 13. And that's all